feet up in the air, and bitch, I'm high as heaven. Shooters knock you off, or I'm in Italy with that Mac. What's happening? It's Lesso here. Welcome to 30,000 Feet, the podcast. You feel me? Gotta stay hard. 30,000 feet, you feel me? And I'm here with my boy Mally, and he just dropped his hit single last night. That shit going crazy, and that shit fire for real. So check out my story. I posted it there. Check out his story. He posted it there. I'll have our Instagrams running through down here. Say what's up, Mally.
What's going on with everybody? How you doing, Lesso?
Yeah, I'm just chilling. What you been up to? How the quarantine been for you?
Man, I've been trying to build this home studio right now, you feel me? Getting it all ready, you know what I'm saying? If I could show you, I mean, I'm on my laptop right now, so I would show you otherwise, but right now it's coming together. That's all that matters, you feel me?
Right. Now, are you planning on doing most of your next project or the rest of your work there in the home studio? Do you prefer the vibe in the home studio compared to the actual studio, or do you prefer the regular studio vibe?
Man.
Or you don't know yet?
I don't know yet, but I could tell you the difference right now.
Right.
Like if I can get me like a little booth inside here, like right behind here probably in this little setup, I'll do this shit all here, bro.
Yeah.
All here. And then but that studio in Sunset, the one me and you both be going to, that one's crucial too. They got a lot of plugins that your boy use. So right now I'm trying to invest in plugins just like over there at the studio. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a big fact. One thing I always told myself is that if I had a studio at my house, I probably would be down there recording 24/7. Like, I don't know if I would have a full life.
Me either, bro. I already could tell right now. I ain't even left the house. Like, I've been wanting to leave the house besides this quarantine. Before I got the studio equipment, and then as soon as I got it, bro, I've been posted, bro. Like just right here, bro, trying to work on beats and shit. You feel me? So
yeah. That's good. That's good. So, what inspired you to really get in? First of all, I want to ask you this because I've been curious myself. Do you consider yourself a rapper?
No.
All right. What would you, if you had, like, I don't want to make you box yourself into a genre, but what genres would you say most influence your music?
So I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like there's a difference between rapper and MC.
Facts.
MC is, that's like an older term, like master of ceremony. That's what it means, right? And I feel like I have that type of vibe where I can control the crowd and do all that type of stuff and turn up with the crowd. Come on stage with a beer, turn up, let them know what's going on. You feel me? And so therefore, I feel like that's MC and rapper are different. That's what separates me from a standard rapper. Because a rapper, I mean, if 6ix9ine's a rapper.
Yep.
So, and he even admitted on one of the interviews that
he's a capper.
He's a capper, but at the same time, he goes in the studio and just fucks around and raps just random words. I don't go in there and rap random words. I tell stories.
Yeah, fact. Your music is definitely like on a whole other impactful level. I put you on a scale of like somebody who. There are people who pump out music in quantity, and then there's people like you who would rather take their immense amount of time on one record to really perfect it and really tell a story and, go back, change different parts of the song and make sure everything is, some people like to just go off a whim and just put out what's on the top of their mind. But then,
I gotta admit that's and it has pros and cons to shit like that too. Like, you do that. I've been talking to different people like, yo, just put shit out. Cause I'm technically not at the stage where, you feel me, like you can just put shit out every once in a while. You feel me? You got to be consistent, which is I commend you on that too, because you're consistent with your shit, and that's something I'm working on, which is just being consistent and dropping.
But I can't take full credibility for the consistency over quantity because I am putting out a lot of music, but I do record it and put it out fast. So I'll have like 3 albums done at one time, but
I gotta commend you on something too. You may talk your shit and you may like the rest of these rappers, but you do have shit that you saying, unlike most of these rappers.
Facts.
That makes sense.
I feel like I came from a lot of like, I don't know. I feel like I came up from a really dark place. So I feel like when I'm talking my shit, it's really like for myself, damn near.
Yeah.
I can care less what other people think about who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. It's really,
of course,
an internal thing. But I like how you have a consistency still. Even like, I don't know if you realize it, but like, you don't drop often, but when you drop like, every 5-6 months, and you drop something, and you stay connected to that one song from the minute you release it until the next song that comes out. You're always,
and that's something I'm trying to work on myself. Actually, is you see how you said it was like every 6 months. So personally, I got into this head like, all right, you feel me? I got these songs. I got hella songs ready to go. You feel me? I just got one master right now called France. That's gonna be released in 6 weeks.
Okay.
And that's a consistent thing that I'm gonna try to do is 6 weeks from each song is release some shit, promote it for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and then you feel me, release another one, 2 months max. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's more consistency,
Yep. That's a fact. Yeah, I feel like there's also, I want to talk about the difference of what you think between artists who are single oriented and who are project based.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree that there's almost like a split category between the two? Artists that are super like single based rather the artists who are project based, and then I think there are those select few who are both.
And that's, yes, I would definitely agree that there's a difference. I just saw something like an interview. I mean, it's an old ass interview, but it was like, people would be like bringing back old shit on IG and shit. But even Beyonce said it. I don't know if you peeped that little video or whatever, but she was bringing up the fact of, you feel me? Most artists, they just release singles, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And hoping that single catches on fire instead of releasing projects. But back 20 years ago, it was 20 years, 30 years ago, it was all about fucking albums and
great album.
Not even 7-song albums. It was like 20-song albums, you feel me?
Everything.
17 up, you feel me? Having a whole project. And I feel like since this is the new generation, they mainly focus on singles and just talking their shit. You feel me? Yep. A lot of people. There's still, don't get me wrong, there's still some people out there, but not as much as it should be that are focused on albums. And I feel like I'm in the middle. I'm working on a whole album right now. I already got the artwork for it, and I'm juice and I'm basing this project off the artwork and what I see when I look at that picture.
That's dope. Like leading into that. I feel like artwork for albums and even singles is like a lost kind of craft. I feel like a lot of people have just kind of succumbed to the trend of fancy car, wad of cash, or a gun, and post up and take a picture, throw a parental advisory sticker on it, and call it an album title.
Yeah.
Or album cover. And I feel like, I don't know, that's something I don't know. I feel like I've gotten a lot of compliments on that for myself because I do all my own album artwork, but I always try and make sure the album artwork is super connected to the music. And that's one thing I feel like a lot of people don't do anymore. So that's good that you're focusing on that.
Yeah, man. I feel like you, as I see from you're releasing projects. You feel me? So therefore, you know what it's like. You have both. You're both. I feel like you're both, which is I feel like I
feel like I have a very old school approach to music, which is drop a few singles off the album and then give them the project and use those singles to promote the project.
Exactly.
A lot of like 90s style promotion of how to put out an album and roll it out.
That is, as you know, everything comes around in a circle. So if you keep doing that shit, you're gonna, trust me, it's gonna come back to where it used to be.
Oh, thanks. I just had I don't know if you ever heard of Griselda?
Mm-hmm.
You have? So Benny the Butcher just commented on
I think you just told me about him actually. You're the one that told me about him.
Benny the Butcher just commented on my picture the other day. Who's like the main artist from there. He signed to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and he's got songs with Eminem and hella people. And I know he has 2 in a vault with Drake right now because it's been all over like the blogs and shit. But
you better keep it going, bro.
I'm not gonna say too much, but you feel me, like locked in. We finna make some plays.
Always stay locked in, bro.
Locked in.
always. But yeah, no, I definitely agree. Just to say it one more time, bro, projects is that's definitely something where like I have goals to release that you know how that I think it was his last album, Full Moon, Chris Brown. You know, it was like 30 songs or some shit. The Weeknd did that shit. It was like a trilogy, like shit like that. I want to get to that level. That's where I, you know, if I can all connect everything.
You could do
that,
it too. You could do
yeah.
it too. Because you got the work ethic. I see you in the studio hours upon hours a day. So I know this man has the work ethic. You feel me? That's just straight up.
Thank you for noticing, buddy.
Yeah, nah. From the beginning. Shit, it's been what? Probably like 3 years almost since I first met you.
Yeah, and that's when I first started doing music.
And damn near, I've been there over 200 times in 3 years. And damn near every time I'm there, you're there working too. So
I wish we could still be there right now with this quarantine shit, but you feel me? That's why I'm building this shit.
I got this other studio. I work with JMO sometimes out in at the Secret Studios, if you know where that is.
I don't know where that's at.
On Cesar Chavez, kind of down.
Oh, is it near 25th?
Kind of. It's right behind the Petrella Projects, in a warehouse called the Secret Studios. It's like a little
shit. Oh, shit.
It's a bunch. It's like a building full of studios. It's just building full of studios.
I might have to tap in just to check it out. I want to see.
You got to find the producers who's from there. I know one. I'll DM you his contact and everything.
Say less.
But hell yeah. I wanted to get into the single you just dropped. What inspired it, and what do you plan to do moving forward with it? You got a video or something? I haven't seen any videos from Mally yet. I need to
see. The only video that I got right now is one with H.O.D. Shout out to my boy.
Mally visual, because
I know.
in your head, because you're a creative ass person. So
I'm thinking about 2 different videos. For the one I just told you about, Friends, the one that's gonna come out in 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to shoot that video during the summer because it's a summer joint type vibe. You feel me?
Yep.
Thanks. And then, but for L's, so let me start off by saying what inspired it was I had been realizing before when I wrote the song, I had been realizing that like I've been taking some losses. You feel me? But like those losses, yeah, those losses is lessons. That's pretty much what the song is about, is lessons, right? You feel me? So I had the first verse is technically about and I separate the verses, talk about 2 situations about how those lessons, right?
Yo.
The first verse is basically about, I had fallen in love with somebody, you feel me? Yep. And basically I had got my heart broke because she chose up, and you feel me? And then I just kind of expressed that. If you tap into the song, you'll hear it. I mean, people that listen to the song, feel free to DM me, talk about it. Shit, we can go one-on-one, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And then the second verse is basically because that situation, and I was in my feelings about that shit, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out. And when I went out, I went to a party, met this other chick named Elena, shout out to her. And, we was vibing or whatever, and she was feeling your boy, and she had been admitted it at their night, and there's pictures and proof, and I mentioned that in the verse too. Pictures and proof, you feel me? My boy Figo was there. He got the video. There's pictures and proof. That's all we need to know, right? And so, and then the next day, she gonna text her homegirl and say otherwise, and make me look like a villain. That's what I say in the song too. And so, all those is lessons, like, and like I basically learned, if I can summarize what I learned about it, is just I don't need to put myself in that situation. Like, I'm putting myself in those situations for them to happen to myself. You feel me? Yep. So that's basically what the song is about. It's in a vague summary. You feel me? And so to respond to the last question, which is a video, yeah, man, I was literally thinking about the video right now, like today. So I'm trying to see if I can, with this quarantine shit, I'm trying to figure out who and is willing to work. You feel me?
Oh, I got a cameraman for you. I could send you his. Me and my cameraman been shooting videos all quarantine because that's all I've been able to do. Shoot these solo videos. So I've dropped like 4 videos in the past like 6-7 weeks, every other week type shit. on my solo shit with nobody in the video, just on some solo shit. But you feel me? Like,
and that's what I want Els to be like. Sort of, I want
yep.
Els to be in that situation,
Yeah.
or even have. I mean, I'm as you know, I'm like a very picky person when it comes to shit. So I would love to chop it up with your cameraman and see what we can come up with.
Once we finish the interview, we're gonna chop it up after.
Say less. But yeah, man, I got ideas, bro. I ain't gonna say those ideas just yet, but
I don't give it to them. That's That's the element of surprise right there. You gotta have them wanting it and not knowing what the hell they want.
Exactly.
That's a fact. Hell yeah. So moving forward, you was telling me once that you wanted to move down to LA and kind of broaden into the music scene down there because it's just so much better. Two questions I have on that topic. One, is that still in the question? Two, do you feel like that's because the Bay Area music scene has too much negativity? Because that's how I feel, and I'll just say that.
So initially, before this quarantine shit, I was like dead set on moving to LA, and realizing and thinking about it just now as you said that, I'm thinking about what it's coming to, what the world's about to be. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I feel like when it comes down to like after the quarantine shit all the way comes down, and it ain't, we ain't got to wear face masks like that, all that, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Yep. Then yeah, I'll take that trip out to LA and make connections out there. Right. But I do honestly think about it like maybe I should make connections before I make that move, because you feel me? I feel like that's start taking trips out there, meet people, and then when I know people, then make that move. You feel me? Exactly. Be smart about it. You feel me?
That's the beauty of IG and shit. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, you can really make connections. Like as an independent artist, half of my team is not even like based here. Like based off of people that I've met and like made relationships with on the internet and been able to connect with people who run Spotify playlists, people who, do all those types of things and are able to help me do the promo runs I need to do when I release music.
Yeah.
So being able to build a team like that, you don't even need to be in those places anymore. That's kind of the beauty of, the internet, being able to connect. You can make those connections before you go so that when you're there, everything's set.
Well, yeah, that's factual as fuck. And a lot of shit, as you know, this music industry has just become social media pretty much, right? So
there are artists who can do it without it though.
And but I think those are established artists. You got to be established.
Well, here's the difference between those artists. The difference between those artists are that they were first heard through their music and appreciated for their music.
Yeah.
So 80% of these artists I would say out here are heard of through their antics, and then their music is the soundtrack for their antics. So they're doing stuff on the side, funny videos and shit on Instagram, which leads them to the music when it releases because they have all the eyes and the attention on it.
Yeah.
But it's not an organic fan base. It's just you have to keep yourself hot. That's a struggle. That's like a 24/7 job. But if you're somebody like Kendrick who doesn't even use a social media platform, like you have an Instagram but never uses it for anything, still is one of the most successful artists in the world, is because everybody appreciates him for his music and he has a core fan base that will always appreciate him. I think J. Cole could be the same way. I think J. Cole could delete his Instagram and he would be just fine. He would have no issues.
And then you look at people like Jay-Z who don't even use
it and never will and never needs to.
And so I know it's possible, but I definitely think you just got to be on that level.
Tough names to live up to too. Like, you don't even want to have to compare yourself to that, but like knowing that that's a possibility. Like there are artists, and I think it happens a lot more with artists who aren't in hip hop realm.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're like a rock or like a jazz or like an indie artist, like you have a lot more It's like you build without an Instagram or just doing shows at bars and
yeah. I mean, all it really takes is just one video of you. Like, you don't even have to be filming the video.
Exactly.
Right? Oh, who the fuck is that? You feel me? Once somebody posted this and that, they find you.
Exactly. Yep.
So you just gotta have that right moment. You feel me? Right moment.
All for sure. Yeah. That being said, I do want to get into this music. So
real quick, I wanted to answer your question about the Bay Area question.
Oh, yep. Forgot about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if the reason why I would move down there is because of the Bay Area. I know if you're from a specific part of the Bay Area, you rep that shit. You feel me, to the fullest extent.
Yeah.
And then you get famous in that specific part, and you must like get famous all around the Bay Area.
Right.
But
I feel like
yeah. So that's my thing.
Yeah.
When you become famous in the Bay Area, you're trapping yourself. Yeah. You're a Bay Area artist. You feel me?
And Bay Area are not mainstream. We're independent, and we don't get radio play. We get, you feel me, streams on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
Hype music.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool. Like, I love to be. I'll always rep the Bay, but I have bigger dreams than being just a Bay Area artist. You feel me? So,
Best.
Yeah, if I could just keep it like that.
In his interviews.
You said what?
Have you ever listened to Russ's interviews before?
I listened to a few things, not all full interviews all the way through.
He talks a lot about how, like, nowadays, like, you can blow up overseas or in another city. Like, you don't have to, like, blow up where you're from through the power of the internet. But it's all a branding thing, and it all depends on how you put it out there. Like, if you're taking pictures of yourself and your projects and using that as your album covers, and that's what all your pictures are on your Instagram, and that's where you shoot all your videos at, then people are going to brand you as, you feel me, like a hood artist who's repping his hood and that, you feel me, that type of music and all that. But
exactly.
If you transcend that and you open up and you don't necessarily have to put any like labels on anything, to the point where you can just kind of be like free and be like, yeah, I'm from this city. Like, you see the Golden Gate Bridge in the background of my video, but you feel me, like, I'm not out here just being like extra hyphy doing the dances in my video. Like, I'm trying to broaden out to other people. And another thing that I think holds us back, that I think we don't realize, is our slang.
Is your what?
Our slang.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand what the fuck we're saying sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been trying to like lower on the heckas and the hellas and the.
I mean, I feel like we can get away with. I feel like we can get away with the word hella, but like we saying yada I mean and all that type of shit and all like you smell me, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Those are kind of transcended, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
But there's like if I said like Manny, like people.
Oh.
If you're in New York, you'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Exactly. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I personally, I try to. I think I actually just used the word mania, so I can't even. I think one of my songs I just used.
You feel me? It's just like thinking about how we're so unique to the point where like the way we talk might not even be understood. People can tell me that all the time when they come here. They're like, "What did you just say?" I'll be like, "Oh."
But if you get the right people that's foreign, some of these foreigners think they think it's dope.
Nah, that's the trick. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the trick on the female, so.
Shit. That's all we need to know. But yeah, so.
Right, let's get into some music, though, that being said. So I want to introduce the song, Else. I'm about to lock this in right here. I want y'all to take a good listen to this song. Shit slap. Underneath it, I'm going to have both of our Instagrams so y'all know who to go follow. Make sure you go DM him, give him some feedback on the song, show him some love, follow him, share the cover art, all that. And we're going to get into this music. Appreciate you, Melly. Thanks for joining me here. and we're gonna get into this music.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
I took some L's recently. Before I get any deeper, check my message and understand it. My talent for recognition is at a higher management. So when I say L's, I'm pretty sure loss is what you comprehend.
See, that's that negative thinking, cause lessons what I breathe in, and I exhale it out while I'm dreaming, and I accept it for what it is, though fears creeping in. I pledge to stay locked in with a pen. See, Michaela was the biggest sale, cause love was involved. We knew we would be in each other's life from the start. But see, I don't avoid the signs. You chose that nigga cause the spiritual connection was a pivotal direction. Like, do that sound right? Cause we both claim we were soulmates. Last time I checked, that outweighed right. I mean, at the same time that ended, now my soul awaits to replace this broken image. I hope you doing alright, even though it's sour taste got my mouth tripping. Had to clean it out with Listerine in the ending. Told myself if you was mine, there would be no other nigga. It is what it is. So fuck what it was. Calm it down a little bit. Go like this. It is what it is. So fuck what it was. So now I'm at this party trying to get over Michaela. Fucked around and met this bad bitch named Elena. I should mention the nigga is mixing dark and light. I swear it felt like the nigga was on The Price is Right. Cause the way I answer got the crowd hype. Least in my mind right. Spitting game through a mic. Cause really it was just her and I. Looking in the mirror at each other, feel the vibes. Ay, she had a whole ass boyfriend out in Las Vegas, and I ain't tripped cause what her friends saying. Saw my hand on her hip, grabbed her booty with a grip, and she let it stay there. I got the pictures you took and sent me in the mirror. Next day you tripping, lying on a nigga, making me look like the villain. Nuh-uh, I don't fuck with that shit. You left your friend party early cause you knew I could hit. Keep it real, it is what it is. So fuck what it was. It is what it is. So fuck what it was.